once the foundation of money is involved and it's not helping people and really making a difference in your community, that's a problem. It does control everything, but it shouldn't. People think that money control them. So look at our education system.
What's wrong with it?
It's horrible. Look at school. All right, you wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. School at probably like 6:30. School at 8. After school, then you 8 to 2:20, 2:30. Charter schools 4 o'clock. Then after homework. What's homework? Overtime.
I learned that I ain't perfect, but God gave me a purpose. I'm worth it, cause I know He chose me. I'm alright now.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Purpose Over Everything podcast, where we plant, pour, and push you into purpose. All right, so Sean, you got on like your sexy voice. I need to know, like, is that your regular voice?
Yeah.
How would you want to talk to a girl?
Usually, like I make like a joke or something if I want to make it. If I want to talk to a girl or something like that.
Okay, so give me a joke. Give me something that you would tell them.
All right, let's say she walking out the grocery store with groceries. I'm like, oh, you finna come cook for me or something.
Yo, when I first met my wife, instead of me like joking around with her and stuff like that, I would literally run away from her because I was scared to talk to her. And I was mad old. I was like old. I don't know why I was scared to talk to her. I felt like a little intimidated because like I would pick up, you know, I'll be working at after school, whatever, and I'm picking up the kids and stuff, and she'll just come out of nowhere and she's looking at me and stuff, and I'm like, I think she liked me, but like I didn't know. So instead of me just kind of approaching her, I would kind of like run away or do like awkward things like all the time.
Was that a confident issue?
I think so, bro. I think I had confidence issues, man. So this podcast is called Purpose Over Everything.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you?
It's a whole lot of meanings, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, purpose over everything means that your purpose is over everything. Your purpose brings you happiness, brings you joy. It gives you a sense of peace. So purpose, when you living in your purpose and you doing whatever you doing, you get a sense of happiness, bro. And it's very powerful what purpose does for you. Like certain people, they working in the job, but it's not their job that they want to do. So they not happy. They not living in that space where like, yo, I'm happy and I'm living in my purpose. So when you living in your purpose, you happy. What purpose being you?
For me, I would agree with you. I think that purpose is something that like it brings you joy, it brings you happiness, it brings you peace. Like I agree with that. I think that purpose is what you were created to do on this earth. So like everybody was born and created, you know, by God. And I believe that God literally planted something inside of everybody, and it's up to us to figure out what it is. And that's really what your purpose is. Your purpose is that thing that you was born to do. Yeah. You love doing it. You wake up in the morning wanting to do it. You go to sleep wanting to do it, right? Like even when
it's that drive that just keep going. Like you don't feel tired of doing it.
Yeah, and I think that that's really what purpose is all about. And there's so many people missing purpose just because they're chasing the wrong things. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're thinking that they could chase happiness by getting maybe a 9-to-5 job that's probably giving them a lot of money, or maybe they might find purpose in things around them or people, right? Like, but they're not really tapping in and saying, yo, what am I good at? What do I actually like? What do I love, right? And I think because of it, a lot of people are losing purpose. A lot of people are just kind of like messed up out here, but it's kind of crazy.
Is that a settlement thing?
Yeah, man. A lot of people settle, bro. But think about it. If you had to choose between, say you don't have kids, right?
No.
Oh, thank God. Just playing. Take that out. Say you had kids, for example, right? And you had to choose between doing something you love or taking care of them. Yeah. What would you choose?
Taking care of my kids.
Why?
My level on kids is different. Like I love kids, so like I'll choose my kids over anything, bro.
A lot of people settle because they feel like there's no other way. You know what I mean?
Oh, what about their circumstances, bro?
I mean that too, but where does it come from in regards
the
to
environment?
So people will settle because of environment, because of responsibilities,
and also because the easiest thing, They going for the easiest thing, bro.
To be comfortable.
To be comfortable.
Mm.
Comfortability is a problem, bro. Like,
What do you mean comfortability is a problem?
I believe that change is good. So when you comfortable and you in a state of comfortability and you don't want to move out of that state,
Mm-hmm.
you like, no. Like, I feel like, nah, like, you should know that, like, yo, I gotta straighten up. Like, I gotta get out of my comfort zone in order for me to be successful. Like, people be like, yo, I'm in my comfort zone, I'm comfortable. Comfortable, sometimes comfortability is a bad thing. Like, you too comfortable in that state. You too comfortable working that job. Like, you too comfortable. Like, there's no growth. Like, there's like, yo, I'm not seeking for higher because, like, I'm comfortable at my position.
Mm.
Certain people, they be like, all right, let's say they have a position. And like, yo, I'm not going for no high position.
Mm.
Why not go for the highest position? Why not go for
Probably,
CEO?
probably cause of fear. Probably scared. Probably think like if they go higher and something doesn't work out, then it's like they kind of ruined themselves maybe.
That goes back to a conversation we had.
Mm.
You drive across the bridge every day,
I do.
not knowing if that bridge is gonna fall down, God forbid.
Mm. That's good. That's
So
good stuff.
you taking a risk every day crossing that bridge.
But why do people take the risk to cross the bridge?
Because they got a destination that they know they have to go to. So once you set the destination, you'll do anything to go there.
I like that. What's your destination?
My destination is when I be in a state of I can help people, I can literally, like, a broke person is like they don't got no money, and I come to them and I'm like, yo, like, what do you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I just want a job, bro. I want to be able to, like, yo, you start tomorrow.
So your destination is ultimately helping people in any type of capacity,
Any type of
any kind
capacity,
way.
bro. Any type of capacity. If you say, yo, I'm hungry, I want to be able to give you food and be like, yo, get some food, bro.
So a lot of people say, yo, my purpose is to help people. Like, my purpose is to help. My purpose is to serve. A lot of people say that, right?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
What type of person do you think you have to become in order for you to be in that type of position?
I got to live in purpose
And what is your purpose?
to help people. Once
How-
I'm living in that purpose, I feel like I've had that.
So in order for you to help people, where do you have to be financially? Like, what do you have to do to be able to make the money in order for you to help people? Like, what do you have to do? So it's like anything. So it's like, all right, yo, I'm gonna work at Walmart. I'm gonna work at McDonald's. I'm gonna just make money anywhere I can so that I can help people. Is that how you thinking about
Nah, I got to have a stable job. So what I want to do is a lawyer.
it? Okay.
So after a lawyer, I'm not gonna be. I wanna have a foundation. So once I have that foundation of lawyer and I connect and do everything like that, then I'll get into politics.
Okay.
Then after I get into politics, I wanna move in that direction of, yo, I'm helping people. Politics is like my destination, and like, yo, I'm at a state where I can help people for real.
So your real destination is politics. Is
Yeah.
being into politics,
Being into
government.
politics and changing the game, yeah.
So your destination is not necessarily
But
helping people. Like it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but your
Yeah.
destination is really being like a government official or
Yeah.
being in position to
in
do
position
that.
to do that.
So
Because I can't do that as a normal man. I need to be in a position where I can help people. Like I can't do that like normally.
so you think that's like one of the only ways that you could help people, or that's just the way you want to help people?
I wanna go that way.
Okay, so let's talk about this government stuff. There's so much happening in the government. There's so much, like, they say that the system is broken.
Yeah.
They say that a lot of government officials don't really care about people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, how do you change that for you? Like, how do you change the persona of what people say about government officials?
Cause you know what it's built on?
What?
Money.
Mm-hmm.
Once the foundation of money is involved and it's not helping people and really making a difference in your community, that's a problem. Like, why is money the foundation?
Because it controls everything.
It does control everything, but it shouldn't.
So
People
how-
think that money control them.
So how do you fix that?
I think that I make the focus on the people, not on money, and not about how making everybody rich, or try to give money to this person, give money to this person, give it to, like, really make it about people. like about people.
How do you do that?
It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work because the system has been built on money. Even the education system, bro. Look at how education system.
What's wrong with it?
It's horrible.
What you mean? I mean, I think I did pretty good for myself. You know, I went to public school, and
How many fights you got in?
I mean, I ain't really getting that many fights. I don't think I really know. I think I learned my ABCs in like 5th grade though. But I mean,
You learned your ABCs in 5th grade?
I feel like it.
Nah, what?
I feel like in public school I wasn't really learning But anyway, the education system you said is broken.
Yeah.
I got 4 kids, bro. You scaring me right now. My son is 2 years old. He's about to get into the system.
Look at school. Look at that foundation that school is built on, bro.
What does it build on?
They don't teach you financial literacy.
Mm.
They don't teach you about being your own boss. They don't teach you about the real problems that's going on in this world and really having conversation about it.
So what are they teaching us?
They teaching us how to be a worker.
Oh, you're gonna have to unpack that, bro. How to be a worker.
How to be a worker.
You want to say your age on there?
I'm 19.
Okay, you're 19 years old.
They
So-
teaching us how to be a worker, bro. Look at school. All right, you wake up 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
School at probably like 6:30.
Mhm.
School at 8. After school, then you 8 to 2:20, 2:30. Charter schools 4 o'clock. Then after homework, what's homework? Overtime. Overtime is homework, bro.
Okay.
And then
Overtime.
after you repeat the same thing Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday you got off. What do 9 to 5 do? They work Monday through Friday, have Saturday and Sunday off.
Whoa, bro. Hold up. Wait a minute. So you think why did they design the school, you think?
Because they want to keep us down, bro. They don't want to see us elevate. They don't want to see like people really going out of their lane that they programming. It's a program, which is why people follow that system. If from schools from kindergarten, you have that system of wake up at 7, go to school at 2:20, have after school, do homework overtime. Since kindergarten, bro. How old are you when you were in kindergarten?
I'm not telling people my age yet. I'm not comfortable.
All right, cool. Your kids, bro, in kindergarten, you did that for 12 years, bro.
Wow.
Then college, if somebody wants to go to college, 4 years again,
So that's 16.
16 years. Why not do the rest of the 20 the same way? That's what we've had. Why not get a job, 9 to 5 every day, and do that same thing?
Same system.
Same system.
You talking stuff that I really think is a little controversial, right?
It is.
You want to get into the government. You want to get into politics. You want to be a lawyer. Those people are all corrupt, man. So you're trying to now go into a system where a lot of people who's in this system is doing the wrong things. You think that they're going to allow somebody like you, a black man, to come into this system and change it around? You're up against so many higher powers. So that doesn't scare you?
bro. That don't mean nothing to me.
It doesn't scare you a little
That
bit?
don't mean nothing to me, bro. That don't scare me.
Why doesn't it scare you?
Because I know who I'm fighting for.
And
You're
that's
fighting for people to get better and helping people. You know what you're fighting for. People see obstacles. Look, I'm glad you said that. Oh my God, there's mad government officials. They're corrupt. You got to break through a lot of things and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Which is why people give up.
So are you gonna go through the system in order for you to be on top?
Yeah.
So you have to go through the system. Why do you have to go through the system?
Because the system is the foundation. You know how I want it to be? Or like how I envision? First of all, teachers that 65, it's time for you to go.
Oh, come on, bro. I think some of my views is teachers that may be 65.
Bro, it's time for younger generation to start teaching, bro.
Okay. All right.
Because these old heads are so stuck in their ways, bro.
Hold up, bro. Wait. Hold on. There are some older people that still work in the DOE or work with, schools and kids, and they actually have passion and they're doing a good job. So
Show me how much of them.
I mean, I don't know how many they are, but I work in a lot of schools, and out of the schools, I would probably say that I found a couple. I found about
A couple,
5 or
five or six,
five
bro.
or six older heads.
That's a problem, bro.
But okay, but nah, I gotta challenge you on this because older people have wisdom, right? Younger people,
Old wisdom,
huh?
old
They
wisdom.
have old wisdom. But younger people, right? When we think about younger people, a lot of young people, man, they're just like, they kind of just want to go. They got the energy or whatever, but they don't have like the drive for real. Like they say that, and listen. I don't. I'm just saying what I hear other people say.
Yeah,
Younger people are a little bit more lazier.
right.
They don't work as hard. They want everything to come to them real fast. You know what I mean? They like microwaving things. They don't like to slow cook it.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it's hard to get a younger person to try to be in a school or whatever, because if it's not moving fast enough for them, it seems like they don't really want to do it. So you got the 65-year-olds or we don't want to say 65. We got the seasoned, right? We got the seasoned
We got the
people
seasoned teachers.
who have wisdom and they know the game. They know how to do certain things. They've been doing it for a long time. But then you got the young ones who's like, I want to do it, but I don't want to really show up on time. I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to do that. I want to be rebellious. Like, you got so many of that. So how could you say that we need more younger people and just kind of like discredit the older people?
I'm not discrediting them.
Okay.
I'm just saying that their mentality is not it's not really where it should be in this generation, bro.
Okay, so tell me, how do you think an older, a seasoned person, how do you think they should operate? How they should move?
I think they should lower their disciplinary,
Lower their what you mean by that?
meaning like the discipline that they think, oh my God, I'm gonna give you a 55. You're gonna do it my way,
Like my way or the highway type
highway,
thing?
like
Uh-huh.
this stuff like that. Like those are stuff that like is really going on. Like those are the teachers that's like, yo, I'm gonna really do it my way, and there's nobody gonna tell me anything. Like I'm gonna teach my way. I'm not gonna be open to other students, they thoughts and everything. They so stuck in their ways, bro, that they believe that their ways is the only way. In this generation, where tech is a high thing, those old heads don't know how to use tech.
Oh my gosh, bro. Can you stop saying old heads? Okay.
Those seasoned don't know
Uh-huh.
how to really use technology, bro.
Why aren't younger people teaching them or taking the time to be like, yo, this is a new era, new age. Let me show you.
Are they open to learn? That's the question.
Are younger people open to teach them?
But I mean, if you sit in a class and a teacher's like, "Yo, sit down," you gotta make the environment comfortable for these students, for them to even vocalize their opinions. You strict, nobody feel like they can be comfortable to tell you or teach you or anything. You make the environment like, "Yo, I'm gonna really do this. I'm gonna make this open. I'm gonna have a relationship with these kids. They gonna teach you."
Do you
How many kids have taught you a lot of things while you're in these schools?
I mean, my kids teach me all the time, bro. Kids teach me all the time. My kids teach me still.
But have you created that space of, yo, I'm open to learn?
Yeah, I'm definitely always
The
open.
seasons ones are not like that.
I mean, but you never met a seasoned teacher that was open to like hearing what you had to say?
I mean, a couple, but like it's not where it should be.
So one of the things it seems like as a government official that you would want to change is the school system. You
That's my
seem
first
real.
target.
That's your first target. You
That's my
seem
first
real
target, bro.
passionate about the school system.
That's
And
my first target, bro. I've talked to people that are like, yo, I don't know what to do after high school, or I'm like, yo, how you doing? I'm just working, bro. I'm just doing that. Why?
Mm,
They sound depressed, bro.
mm.
Why haven't? Or they like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I don't know what to do, bro.
You think it's the teacher's fault?
Yeah.
It's the school fault?
The school fault, because you haven't opened these kids to a variety of things that they can do.
How about parents?
Parents, I mean, look, they working hard to provide a household for their children.
So because students spend more time
They
in
spend more
school,
time.
then it's the school's
8 to
responsibility.
2:20 or to 4.
Right.
That's their job.
Right.
So it's like, when you really in that space where it's like, yo, I gotta change these things, or I gotta move in a certain lane that I gotta do, you'll see change. but it's not a lot of people advocated for it. Back to what I was saying with it's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing or don't know their path. Why is high schools not teaching so many careers that you can do so that you can make it, or so that you can be successful? Why are they not saying, yo, purpose over everything? What do you feel like your purpose is?
So you saying purpose should be into school? You
Of
should be pushing
course.
purpose in the schools.
Of course.
Mm.
Yo, what's your purpose? What you like doing? Oh, I like photography. I like taking pictures. You will automatically put that kid in photography class.
What do they do instead in schools?
You're like, oh, that's nice.
That's it.
That's nice. You think they're gonna really make a photography class for a student? But when you go around that school and you ask them, yo, how much of y'all like photography? Look at their hands up.
So okay.
You know how much people make from photography?
Yeah, they make some money, man. So okay, how do we push purpose in school? How do we do that?
I think it starts by the head principal.
Okay.
Building that in their curriculum. Building purpose in your curriculum. It starts from the head. Even the chancellor. It starts from, yo, what are our students' purpose? What are they good at? If a person is good at drawing, if a person is good at recording and doing different things, video games. If they good at that, Twitch is going crazy right now.
What's Twitch?
You
I'm
can't
just
tell me.
playing. I know what Twitch is, but just for people,
Okay.
just for the old heads that don't know
So
what
Twitch
Twitch
is
is.
a streaming platform where they make a lot of money.
Okay, and what's on this platform?
It's people doing video games, different people doing stuff.
What kind of things are they doing? How is Twitch helping your generation?
It's getting them a sense of light of how many different avenues you can go to make money.
But it seems like it's going back to a money thing. You said money is not like
Money is not shouldn't be the foundation of the government officials. The students should make money.
So you saying that people that's in government, they're more focused on receiving money.
Yeah.
They're not focused on serving the people.
No. And fight me on it.
That's a big statement.
Now, this is a
man.
big statement, bro.
How do you know that?
How
do you know money is the focus and not the people? Because if you listen to some commentary or you hear them speak, it's all about the people, and what they want to do to change the people.
So why is there no change? If they pushing saying people, and people are still struggling, and people are still not finding their purpose, and why are there no change? If you push something, there's gonna be change.
Give me an example of change that you've seen in any type of political environment.
I don't really think there's any, bro. In my opinion.
No change at all.
Yeah, I really don't think so. I feel like they push whatever they want to push. They push whatever they want to push. So like, I don't feel like it's a positive change, but like, I don't see anything that's like, oh, this is good. Like, this is a change. In your opinion, do you think so?
In my opinion, I'm a part of this. Community, OSG, off school grounds, and basically it's a group of leaders, principals, different people who want change in the community. It's principals that's willing to really push purpose, do things that go against kind of like the norm, bring in certain platforms and people and things inside of these schools and stuff like that. OSG is one of the communities that I see changing the game. There's a lot of principals that I see where they're just like, yo, I'm tired of the same old stuff, and I want to change it. There are different platforms that is trying to change the trajectory of schools and everything like that. We just have to put more eyes on it. We just have to promote it more, market it more, do things so that they can be out there. I think the thing that's out there the most is the bad stuff and the things that's not happening versus the things that are happening. So I want to go real quick back to something that you would do in the school system right now to change. So you talked about pushing purpose into the schools. You said that that's super important. Like, you gotta push purpose. You gotta ask kids like, yo, what am I good at?
Yeah.
What do you like? Right? People have to do that. You said that it starts from the top. It starts from principals.
Yeah.
If you had an opportunity to go into the school and change and do the things that you're talking about, what would be one of the first things you do?
One of the first things I'll do is I'll have all the kids in that school in the auditorium.
Okay.
After I sit all the kids in the auditorium, I'll talk to them.
Okay.
I'll be like, yo, what, like, are y'all liking school? That's the first question. Do y'all like school? Do you like coming to school?
Kids are gonna students, they probably tell you no. They probably tell you, I don't like school, I don't like getting up in the morning, I don't like doing this, I don't like doing that. What do you say to that?
Why?
I'd rather just be in the house, chilling.
What is in the house that you like doing?
I like playing my video games, I like watching TV.
Let's bring that into schools.
Okay, how?
Making a video game class.
Okay.
If I was going there, I'm asking students their opinion. I'm not going off based on what I'm doing. I'm asking them their opinion. What do you think? What do you feel like is a good thing to do? Like,
But we gotta talk about academics because academics is important, right?
Yeah, it
Math,
is.
writing,
is.
reading, social studies. Like these things are important too. So how do you balance?
incorporate their fun and what they think is fun into academics.
Talk to me about that.
Let's say they like music.
Okay.
Incorporate a song of music to that. I guarantee you they'll memorize it. Kids will memorize songs. So if you say, yo, let's make a song about this thing, they'll do it. And they will retain it too.
So you're saying that they should have like the Too Gifted program
Too Gifted.
in their school.
Every school should have it.
They should definitely have the Too Gifted program.
Every school
in
should
their
have
school.
Too Gifted program.
I
Explain what the Too Gifted program is.
What's up, y'all? Too Gifted is a program where we help students tap into their natural gifts so that they can live a purpose-driven life. We go into the schools and we help students from the ages of kindergarten all the way up to high school to be their best selves. If you like music, if you like art, if you like dance, if you like to do things that a lot of people are not doing, we come into the schools and we help you cultivate that thing, right? There's 3 things that we live by here at the Too Gifted program: discovery, development, and uncovering, right? We make sure that when we go in, the first thing that we do is we discover. We ask you, what are you good at?
Right.
Like this guy right here is talking about, right? Then after we do that, we go through a development process because you have to be able to cultivate that thing that you're really good at. After you cultivate it and go through that process, then we take you to the uncovering stage where you're able to actually perform it or display it or show your work. What it does is it builds up your confidence and it helps you to become a better person. So the Too Gifted program is the program for every school across the world. All right. So thank you for that. That was pretty good. Now, you said that you have to be able to have the kids like learn about their purpose. You ask them what they want. You mix in academics with enrichment, right? That's what you said, if you can do that. Now, how about those students who tell you they're not good at anything? And they're
I
just...
don't believe no kid is good at anything, bro.
So you believe that everybody's good at something?
God created everybody with a gift.
My wife likes doing a lot of stuff, and she has a lot of good things about her. But when you ask her, like, yo, I want you to actually do this, like, for a living, or like really do this, she's like, oh, I'm really not passionate about it. But it's so many things she's good at. She could do so many things, but it's like, I don't want to take it seriously for her. I'm just doing it, whatever. So, like, how do you deal with those type of students? A couple types of students. You have the ones who know what they are. They're like, yo, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I know, and they need that push.
Right.
Then you have the kids who's like, I'm not good at anything at all. Then you have the kids that's like, yeah, I like this, I like that, but I don't really want to do it for real. How do you cater to all 3 types of those students in a school?
I think the first step is putting them in different groups.
Okay.
You identify them, but also we need an identifier. How can you identify the kids that's in these different groups?
Okay.
So I think that you put them in different groups, and like you said, you develop them. See, I feel like once the kids do the action, they're like, nah, I really like this. Or actually, like, really do it and, like, really, like, involve themselves in it. Like, let's say, I'll be talking about photography. Let's say bring a camera in and let them record. You will see the excitement of them. Like, yo, can I have the camera? Can I have the camera? You'll see it.
A little closer to it, man.
You'll see it. So when you see that, you gotta act on it.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of programs out there for students,
Mhm.
but it needs to be funded. You need to have money in order for you to bring these programs into school. So, how do you do that?
I think that you raise attention to people, how the outcome is going. Once people see a result, they'll fund it.
So, if you prove to them that the thing that you're trying to do works, they'll give you the money.
Yeah.
Um, that could be cool.
Yeah.
So, if you ever, start your own school, too gifted. So, real quick, man, this is really good because we're talking about the purpose of school at
Yeah.
this moment, like right, like what is the true purpose of school?
Yeah.
We said, you
'Cause every
talked
kid goes
about
to it.
the system being broken. You talked about, change things that we can do to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the type of programs that you was in school that you actually enjoyed or you like. Was there anything that cultivated you or helped you or made you like who you are today?
I would say that the people around me. I would say
Okay.
the people around me is like my friends and students. Like I feel like they really seen some potential in me, and I feel like what I enjoyed was like I did a lot in school. Like I was class president. I was doing a lot. I feel like I was involved in the school. So principals know me, assistant principals know me. Like we all acted as a group, and we did a lot. So I think really one thing I enjoyed was the environment, group environment, and group learning, so I can learn from different individuals and see what they good at, see what they not good at.
Was there any programs that you was a part of though that like helped you to be like good?
Yeah, Beacon 271.
Talk to me about that.
Beacon 271 was an after school program that really elevated me, founded by Canva.
Mhm.
Elevated me. I've been going to Canva since 7 years old.
Okay.
So it was activities, drumming, photography. I think I made my first professional video in Beacon.
And it was after school, you
and
said.
it was after school, and it was
Okay.
like so much enrichment. It was so much like togetherness, bro. We did performances. I feel like you were able to show your creativity
Mm.
to a different level.
So after school programs are pretty good.
That's what I enjoyed. Like that's what I enjoyed. I
You
enjoyed
think you think every school needs an after school?
every school. Yeah, school.
And those same activities that they have in after school should be happening
Should be
in the daytime.
In the daytime.
Mm.
But just have it in a way where it aligns with everything.
All right, so you're 19 years old, right?
Mhm.
You seem very mature. You
Mhm.
seem like a passionate individual.
Mhm.
How did you become the way you are now? Because there's a lot of 19-year-olds, and they're not like you, right? There are some 19-year-olds who might not have that drive that you have
Yeah.
for whatever reason. So how did you become this way?
Bro, I was open to learn.
Mm.
One, I feel like the people around me really like saw potential in me and be like, yo, you gotta really put this to use. You really gotta, I think that people encouragement made me wanna really drive more. I would say some teachers. Some teachers really
Old heads?
No, not the old heads. But there was some teachers that they was like, yo, Sean, I really see leadership skills in you. I see different things in you. And they made me bring it to light.
They were young teachers?
Maybe young teachers.
Oh, okay.
So, and I feel like that's what made me, the people around me the most. Like, I feel like the people around me really pushed me and be like, yo, my friends, my family, I feel like they pushed me and be like, yo, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's what drive. I knew what I was going for. Like, I knew what I had in me, and also God. God was a person who really aligned my life for me. And it was like, yo, this is what the step you're gonna do. This is everything you're gonna do, and you're gonna push through everything.
We're gonna get back to that God, cause I love God. So
Yeah,
we're gonna get back to the God. I want to ask you how important it is for you to have like mentors or people around you that can kind of mold you up. Is that important?
It's super important, bro.
What's important about it?
I think that people might see your vision before you.
Mm.
People might motivate you before you, but it's hard to find that.
Why?
It's because people don't really want to see you win,
Mm.
and jealousy comes in the factor too.
Even like somebody older than you?
Older than you, yeah.
Mm.
An older person may not have their purpose.
They might not be living in their purpose.
They might not be living in their purpose, and they see you living in their purpose. Like, yo, younger than them, doing what you're doing. it's gonna cause some jealousy, and it's gonna be like that's why you need genuine people that like, or people that's like minded like you. You say, yo, I want to make 50K this year. How we doing it? Let's sit down and talk about how we gonna do it. Those are the type of people I want to surround myself with. Or be like, yo, I want to do this. You were a big person in my life since 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You saw potential in me, like, yo, Sean, got something. Keep going. You was the first person to meet me a student staff.
Yeah.
And like student staff, bro, like
Mm-hmm.
you changed me. Like you like nah, he got leadership skills in him. I'm gonna push it. And been like that ever since. And
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional.
That's big, man. That's some big stuff.
Nah, we can't put this in there. Nah, we can't put this in here. Damn, I'm almost about to shed a tear, bro. Damn.
Nah, so
All right, cool.
when it comes to mentorship, that's super, super important. What can we do to get more mentors? Like to get more people mentoring students? Like what could we do about that?
I think you gotta start programs. You gotta do things that's like, yo, like they gotta see people, they gotta see men, they gotta see people striving to really care about them. Like, yo, I care about your well-being. I care about your elevation.
Wow.
Like, I think that's the big thing.
Nah, that is super powerful because like me growing up, I didn't really have a lot of male role models growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the people that I wanted to be my role models, it's like I was searching for them. I wanted them to be that,
Yeah.
but they wasn't that for me. And as I started to get older, I started to realize the reason why they couldn't be that for me was because they just didn't know how to.
Yeah.
Nobody really taught them how to mentor, how to cultivate. So now I'm here now, 8 years old, expecting for them to do it for me, and they didn't even know how to do it for themselves.
You see that generation, though?
Yeah.
Your father, or your parents didn't really have somebody to really mentor them.
Yeah. So how do we break this system, though? I think that I know the youth is good. Youth is important, and we got to make sure we build up the youth. I think that we also have to kind of go back to the old heads.
Yeah.
I think that we have to start.
I don't got anything against the old heads. I want to make this clear. I don't got anything against the old heads.
I think that we got to start going back to reaching out to the older generation, and hopefully they're willing. But I think that we need to start cultivating them again, and to push purpose into them so that they can be stronger for other people. Right. So I just think that is poor. I think that we need the old heads. I think that we need the young heads. I feel like we need both, because when that combination happens,
You're right. I agree
it
with
is
you.
powerful, bro.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I think that old heads can teach younger people things, and younger people can teach old. I do think so.
They can. You know what I like to do here at Purpose Over Everything podcast? So, real quick, I want to read a scripture, and I want you to tell me what this means to you real fast. I got the scripture. Thank you, honey, for passing me your phone. Shout out to my wife. She is controlling all of this for us. Always appreciate her. I love you, honey. So Proverbs 29, it says, "The glory of young men is their physical strength, and the honor of aged men is their gray head," representing wisdom and experience. It's from the Amplified version of the Bible. So what does that mean to you?
They have wisdom, and they probably have a lot to teach people.
Right.
But my question is it good wisdom for this generation? That's my question.
I think the reason why God said this was because he wanted that combination. He wanted the combination of the wisdom, the men who had that wisdom, and then he wanted the younger men who, you know, like it says, strong and brings that strength or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that ultimately this is how it should be. The old and the young should be able to come together and make things happen.
Okay.
But, of course, because a lot of people lack in their purpose, a lot of older people never had anyone to cultivate and help them.
Yeah.
We got this issue.
Yeah.
But I just want you to know that, like, I believe God's intention is for all of us to come together and not just us do things separately.
Yeah.
So
Stronger together.
So we're about to get out of here, man, because we've been talking for a little minute. But I like your approach. I think that you are a dynamic person. I think that God has some amazing things in store for you.
Appreciate that.
So the last question I want to ask you, and we could do a part 2 another time, but you got a girlfriend? All right, forget it. Before we close out, man, usually I just like to say a little quote, right? And the quote is, understanding and applying God's purpose to your life gives you true fulfillment.
Mm.
What does that mean to you?
I feel like that means that once you find your purpose, you've found happiness. So God's purpose for your life will give you happiness in wherever you go.
So purpose equates to happiness.
Yes.
What else does purpose do for people?
It gives them a sense of alignment. You know your purpose, you stick to that, and you stay in that lane.
As a matter of fact, wait, I want to go back because you said something earlier. You said that from a young age, God aligned you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his alignment has helped you where you are right now. So I want to know, talk to me about God. Talk to me about your belief in God, your belief in and how that operates. How does your belief help you at this age of your life?
God has always, I feel like God has always been in my life. And I believe that before I was who I am, like I was not a good kid.
Okay, talk
And
about that. I want to know, just like real quick, growing up, did you have any issues academically? Like,
yeah,
talk to
I
me.
had academic issues.
What was that?
I was struggling reading.
Mm-hmm.
I got in a lot of trouble with teachers when I
Okay.
was young.
Okay.
And I feel like at a point in time, my mom said I did a 360. Like, I was like, but I had a tutor. I had a tutor that brought me to church.
Oh.
So my tutor brought me to church,
Okay.
and she let me know God,
Mm.
because she seen that the face of her was God. So
Mhm.
she let me see, like, yo, God is going to change you. And that's when I started to change. I started to become who I am. I started to know who I am. I started to behave more in class. I started to do great things. But because I was misbehaving, it because I was not interested in it.
Mm.
Like, whatever they was teaching me, I wasn't interested in it.
So that used to cause you to
That
act
used to
out.
call me to, like, go, like, oh, I'm not interested in this stuff.
Mm.
But, like, I had to understand that I have to get through this in order to find my destination or get to my destination. A quote says, you do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do. And I
Yep.
believe that I applied that to my life. I have to do this not because I want to, it's because I have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I get to do what I have to do, I'll do what I want to do.
Mm. So, what advice? Now, when we talking about God, who we talking about? You talking about Jesus Christ?
Yes.
Okay. So, in this day and age, we got a lot of stuff going on when it comes to Jesus Christ, when it comes to God, when it comes to all of that stuff, right?
Right.
What advice would you give to people your age when it comes to finding Christ, finding God? Because it's so much that's happening right now where I know a lot of people your age who don't believe in God, who don't believe in Jesus Christ, who don't believe in none of that stuff.
Right.
And so how do we help more people in your generation draw them to God?
I think that somebody has to draw them into it. Like, I think that, like, somebody has to be that vocal point and, like, yo, let's go to church. Whether it's their parent, whether it's their friend, whether it's anybody that they know.
Because a lot of people say that they're forced to go to church and they're not really getting nothing out of it. So now how do you help them with that?
I think that it may be a particular church that they don't relate to,
Mm-hmm.
or it might be like a certain thing that they're not interested in. It has to be like a certain thing where they like, yo, I'm forced to go to church, because church is supposed to be a good thing. You want to go to church. Like, I wanted to go to church.
Mm.
Like, I wanted to hear it. I wanted to know. Like, I wanted to learn the Bible. I wanted to know all these things. So I think that also I can't put a timeline on how other people will receive Christ, but I think that them being open to it is a big thing. Them having that person or anybody saying, like, yo, I think you should look into this. I think you should look into that. Because I think you have to believe, I believe that you have to believe in a higher power that's bigger than you. So, and that can help you, that can guide you. So I think that if you think that church is about, I think that you find your church home, or you find people your age that go to a different church and be like, yo, I think you should come to this church.
So your friends go to church?
Somehow.
And the ones who don't go to church, do you ever try to like get them to come?
Yeah.
And what do they say?
Some deny it.
Why?
I think because they're scared
Scared of what?
to give their life to Christ.
Why?
Because they feel like it's a big commitment.
Mm.
A lot of things that they was doing before, they can't do it now because their life is in Christ.
So they don't want to give up their whole life.
They don't want to give up their whole life. they don't want to be disciplined to the things that you have to be disciplined to when you're a Christian.
How is it so easy for you? So you've given up a lot of things for Christ.
Yeah.
How is it so easy for you at your age with all of the different desires and temptations and everything that you have out there?
I would say growing up. I was never introduced to those things, or I never hanged around that type of environment. Like, I was raised up in a house in a suburban area, so I was not used to all of those things. But that's me though. Like, it's different from other people.
We're gonna have a part 2 to this because we definitely over time. I know you got places to go, man. You gonna be the president of the United States.
Yeah.
But just real quick, close us out and give us something positive. Just give us some motivation, some positive motivation that you could say to the people that's watching.
I would say some motivation is know who you fighting for and know what lane you in and follow that lane, follow that purpose. Don't listen to outsiders trying to judge who you are. This famous football player, Jalen Hurts said that I had a mission, I had a purpose before y'all had an opinion. So you have a purpose. You have something you chasing to. So I feel like you should just follow that and don't let anybody take you out your step or take you out your groove. You know what you are? Follow that. Know who you are. Dictate that. Show it out to the world. And just focus on everything. Focus is a big thing. Don't let anything distract you. Just focus up. Focus up. Focus up.
Purpose Over Everything podcast. Yo, did we say your name?
All right, so let's close out and be like, my name is...
Can you tell the people? He did?
Oh, yeah, Sean. Yeah.
You said I'm Sean?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So let's close out in prayer, man. I'm really, really excited about this podcast. I'm really excited about this conversation. This was very, very good. It gave me a different insight on so many different things.
Yeah.
So
and we come with more.
So listen, live in purpose, everybody. Walk in purpose. Purpose Over Everything podcast. We are planting, we are pouring, and we are pushing you into purpose. Just want everybody to remember that. Sean, can you close us out in prayer?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Father God, we just want to thank you for having a great conversation, oh God. We thank you for your knowledge that you have given to us to have a conversation. We thank you for your divine over us and over our families. We thank you for everything that you've given to us, and we don't take it for granted, oh God. Lord Father, I pray that anybody out there that they're struggling or they have something that they're going through, Lord Father, I pray that you touch their hearts and you touch them in a way that they know that they're not alone, that they have somebody that is beside them and that's going to push them in the way that they want to. Lord Father God, I pray that anybody that has issues with mental health, issues with anything, I pray that you touch their hearts, that you lead them in a way that's great, and that they eliminate all distractions, preventing them from being successful. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
I learned that I ain't perfect, but God gave me a purpose. I'm worth it 'cause I know He chose me.